Roundtable India is a volunteered space where we recognize the history of marginalized communities not being allowed to have their own media or be part of the mainstream media. So their views, their politics, their history is always in the hands of someone else. So over here they take ownership and they create their own histories, they comment on their politics, they decide the discourse and the narrative. And the whole thing is done on a volunteer basis. And all levels, the whole pipeline. The writers are doing it voluntarily, the editors do the editing voluntarily. If it's translated, nobody has asked us for compensation monetarily. Everybody understands the seriousness and the need to have this, and taking out time to do it, they consider it as part of a Bojja knowledge production. Bhima Koregaon, it usually we, like I said, Roundtable India is about Bahujan discourses. So in 2018, when there were mass errors around the celebration, where people think some incident was used as a trigger to do kind of a, state action against thousands of young men who were identified as Dalits or Ambedkarites, and they were doing this arrest, and there was a complete media blackout. We were searching and searching, and there was nothing. Such a massive scale of human rights violation, and there was no coverage. So our writers started writing about it, and there were counters. So at the end of it, the suggestion came from Nitin that we should put it up in make a book out of it, and that's how this came. So there is history. So other writers wrote about the historical event of Bhima Koregaon, the actual war, and other contemporary significance around the violence. Authors were writing about that. So there is history and there is what happened now. And if you look at the last page, what happened was these young people were arrested in different parts of Maharashtra, and there was no news about what was happening to them. So what social media did was they started circulating, Bahujan social media, these networks, they started circulating lawyers' information, contact numbers. Lawyers were going to the courts and doing pro bono work, and they were taking thousands of cases. Round the clock they worked. So we've just compiled the names of lawyers who came forward. Again, this is a voluntary act that's happening on the ground, responding to a crisis that's unfolding. So for us, this is Bahujan movement in action.